Fringe intro. Well, I was debating on removing it, but since you like it so much. So I've been playing the Lightyear Frontier for the last few days, and I've got to be honest with you, it's probably the most fun I've had in a farming simulator game in a while. This game has been developed by Frame Break, and it's their first game, and I have to admit this looks pretty good. It's not really a genre I explore often, but I have dabbled in my fair share of farming sims: Stardew Valley, Coral's Island, and Graveyard Keeper. When I originally saw it, I thought it was going to be something similar to the games I just named, but it's more like Disney's Dreamlight Valley with how simple and easy it is to pick up. In the main story, you play as a human that has left the planet Earth in search of a new planet to live on. Now, I don't know if the plan was to fall out the ship in your mech and crash land on the planet, or if it was a legit accident. But either way, you end up on this unknown planet with a machine named Piper as your assistant. Once on the ground, you have to grab all the pieces to your mech, and Piper gives you instructions on how to build different things and make the planet habitable for you to live on. That's about the gist of it. Apparently, the main story is about 10 hours long, but I'm a slow player, so it's probably going to take me about 20. Now, to restore the planet, you'll have to go to each different area, all have different tasks for you to complete in order to restore that section of the planet. And doing that will also work towards opening up this door, which I have no clue. I don't know what it does. Kind of reminded me of Mass Effect Andromeda a little bit. Now, the only place that doesn't have any tasks for you to complete is the Meadows, which is in the middle of the map, which will most likely be where your main base is. I don't know if you can make your main base anywhere else other than the Meadows, but so far I've only been to the Pine Heights and Edge Cliffs. I've ventured to the Yellow Forest, but I lack the equipment to do anything there, so I spent most of my time in the game, which has been about 4 or 5 hours. I've been playing it with a friend, building up our farm and gathering materials for upgrades. Speaking of upgrades, the mech that you're in has some customization options and it's fully upgradable. And it's basically your entire body. There is no point in stepping foot out of the mech. Literally everything that you need to do can be done from within inside the mech, except for upgrading it, of course. Now, when you're out of the mech, I mean, you have a pickaxe that only breaks rocks and plants, and you have a paint gun. Not really groundbreaking stuff or useful stuff. You don't got any pockets, so you can't hold anything that you break. So there's no point in stepping out of the suit because you're going to have to throw the stuff to the suit anyways. And yes, you will have to throw it at your suit because on the other side of the pickaxe, it's like this little magnet thing that you can use to throw it. You can basically force throw things to your suit, which can be fun, but it's impractical. I only really use it when I'm crafting inside the base because the machines just drop everything on the floor. So I'll have to grab it and either put it in a chest or throw it at the mech. Oh, and one more thing about the mech: it can fall and it can't swim. There's nothing bad about it. It's just funny to me. Eventually, as you're playing the game, you'll also gain access to a merchant who can buy and sell stuff to you, which is really nice. It's how I found out this game had an economy, which also gave me a headache because I failed economy class in high school. I myself really haven't used it yet, so I haven't had the time to try to figure out what this economy does because things do have prices that go up and down, so it means something. Now that I've explained most of the story and explained what you're going to be doing for the story, you might be asking, well, what else can you do in this game? Well, the end goal seems to be to unlock these sealed doors to unlock more of the map to discover the secrets of the planet. Aside from that, there's nothing else to do in this game. No combat, no characters to build relationships with, no side missions. You're just gathering materials to upgrade your mech so you can go explore more of the island and gather materials in those unexplored areas. There's no creative mode in this game yet, so once you finish the story, you're just managing a farm with no goals in sight. Now, to be fair, this is an early access game. I happen to be playing right now through gamepass, but it's on Steam for like 30 bucks. So I'm not going to be hard on it for not having this thing or for it being so short and lacking of content. It's still a very solid and fun game to play. The team already has a roadmap for the future that includes quality of life improvements, bug fixes, new story content, and community requested features. Overall, Lightyear Frontier has the foundations of a very fun game. It doesn't take itself too seriously, which is why I'm still playing it. It's an extremely fun and relaxing game where you don't have to have the pressure of surviving weighing heavy on your head. Games like Rust, Ark, and Grounded look like fun games, but there's a reason why I don't play them often or at all. Because while they are fun games, they are also stressful games. Sometimes I just want to play a game that lets me turn off my brain for a moment and just enjoy myself. To be honest, if Lightyear made me manage hunger and thirst or required me to do maintenance on the mech, I would have just dropped the game. That would have been the end of it. But this has been my first impressions on Lightyear Frontier. For those who have played it, what did you think about it? Anything you would want to add into the game? Please leave a comment down below if you enjoyed this video and you want to see more like it. Hit the subscribe button, leave a like, and also if you're interested in my gameplay channel, go ahead and subscribe to Lord Chrome Plays, where I'm currently playing Metal Gear Solid 2 Sons of Liberty. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.